Dear students, welcome to this class. I am Gangadhar, a faculty member of Max Muller Global Education. The primary motto of Max Muller Global Education is to provide online education solutions. In mathematics, we use real numbers in solving the problems. So the topic of this class is real numbers. In real numbers, most of the students get the confusion at the terms of LCM and GCD. Okay, what is LCM of real numbers? LCM means least common multiple. What is GCD? GCD is greatest common divisor. GCD also called as HCF. HCF means highest common factor. Now we define these two terms, LCM and GCD of real numbers. Before defining these two terms, we should have a knowledge on the prime factorization form. Prime factorization form. Okay, what is prime factorization form of a number? We define the prime factorization form of a number by taking an example. Now consider the number 900. Now we apply synthetic division on this number. What is synthetic division of a real number? Okay, let us see that procedure. First write 900 in this form. Now identify least prime number which is divisor of 900, clearly 2. When we dividing 900 with 2, we get 450 as quotient. Again identify the least prime number which is divisor of 450, clearly 2. When dividing 450 with 2, we get 225 as quotient. Again identify the least prime number which is divisor of 225, clearly that number is 3. When dividing 225 with t, we get 75 as quotient. Now identify the least prime number which is divisor of 75, clearly 3. When dividing 75 with 3, we get 25 as quotient. Again identify the least prime number which is divisor of 25, clearly 5. When dividing 25 with 5, we get 5 as quotient. Clearly this is a prime number. From this form we can write 900 as Here we have 2. We get 2 in 2 times. So 2 square. And in this form, we get 3 in 2 times. That is 3 square. And we get 5 in 2 times. So we can write as 5 square. So 2 square into 3 square into 5 square is the prime factorization form of the 900. This is the prime factorization form of 900. From this example, we can define the prime factorization form of a real number. From the example which was discussed now, we can define the prime factorization. Let n be a composite number, then there exist prime numbers like P1, P2, P3, so on, such that n is equal P1 power alpha 1 into P2 power alpha 2 into P3 power alpha 3, so on, where alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, so on are positive integers. This is the definition of the prime factorization form of a number n. From this prime factorization form, we are going to define the terms LCM and GCD of real numbers. Okay, let us see an example. Now consider the numbers 900, 270. Now consider these two numbers. Now we represent these two numbers in prime factorization form. We can write 900 in prime factorization form as 2 square into 3 square into 5 square. Already we discussed the prime factorization form of the 900. Now we write the prime factorization form of the 270. Okay, see the prime factorization form of the 270. Now find the least prime number which is divisor of the 270. Clearly 3. When dividing 270 with 3, we get 90 as quotient. Again, find the least prime number which is divisor of 300. That is 3. When dividing 90 with 3, we get 30 as quotient. Again, identify the least prime number which is divisor of 30. Clearly 33. Clearly 3. When dividing 30 with 3, we get 10 as quotient. Now identify the least prime number which is divisor of 10 is 2. When dividing 10 with 2, we get 5 as quotient. Clearly 5 is a prime number. So from this synthetic division, we can write 270 as, in this form we get 3 in 3 times, so 3 square into, we get 2 in 1 time, so 2 power 1 into 5 in 1 time, 5 power 1. Now I define the prime factorization form of a number. Let n be a composite number, then there exist prime numbers P1, P2, P3, so on, such that n is equal P1 power alpha 1, P2 power alpha 2, P3 power alpha 3, so on, where alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, so on are positive integers. This is the definition of the prime factorization form. All of you should remember this form. This is very useful form, and we will use this form in higher classes also. Okay. From this prime factorization form, I am going to define LCM and GCD of real numbers. We can define these two terms by taking an example. Now consider the numbers 900, 270. Consider these two real numbers. Now we represent 900 in prime factorization form. Already we write the prime factorization form of the 900 as 2 square into 3 square into 5 square. Okay, now we write 270 in prime factorization form. Okay, let us see the prime factorization form of the 270. First, find the least prime number which is divisor of 270. Clearly that number is 3. When dividing 270 with 3, we get 90 as quotient. Now find the least prime number which is divisor of 90. Clearly 3 is divisor of 90. When dividing 90 with 3, we get 30 as quotient. Again, find the least prime number which is divisor of 30, that is clearly 3. When dividing 30 with 3, we get 10 as quotient. Now identify the least prime number which is divisor of 10. Clearly that number is 2. When divided 10 with 2, we get 5 as quotient. This is the least prime number. From this synthetic division, we can write 270 as, in this form, we get 3 in 3 times, so 3 cube, and 2 in 1 time into 2 power 1, and 5 in 1 time, that is 5 power 1. This is the prime factorization form of the number 270. From these two prime factorization forms, we can define LCM of 900 and 270. Observe the process of finding LCM of 900 and 270. Okay, first identify the prime numbers which are appearing in these two forms. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. These three prime numbers appear in these two forms. Okay. Now observe the powers of the 2 in these two forms. In this form, the power of 2 is 2, and in this form, the power of 2 is 1. So the greatest number of these two powers is 2. So write 2 in the index position of 2. And again observe the powers of 3 in these two forms. In the first form, the index of 3 is 2. In second form, the index of 3 is 3. Among these two numbers, 3 is the greatest number. So write 3 in the index position of this number 3. And again observe the powers of 5 in these two forms. In the first form, the index of 5 is 2, and in second form, index of 5 is 1. Among these two numbers, 2 is the greatest number. So write 2 in the index position of the 5. So we get 4 into 27 into 25. So that is equal 27 into 100, that is 2700. So the LCM of 900 and 270 is 2700. Again we define GCD of the two numbers 900 and 270. Okay, first observe the common prime numbers in these two prime factorization forms. Identify the common prime numbers in these two prime factorization form. The common prime numbers of these two forms are 2. 2 appear in these two forms, and 3 also appear in these three forms, and 5 is also appear in these two forms. Now identify the least index of 2 in these two forms. Now identify least index of 2 in these two forms. In the first form, the index of 2 is 2. In the second form, index of 2 is 1. The least number of these two numbers is 1. And identify the least index of 3 in these two forms. In the first form, the index of 3 is 2. In the second form, the index of 3 is 3. The least number of these two numbers is 2. So write 2 at the index position of 3. And identify the least index of 5 in these two numbers. In the first form, index of 5 is 2. In second form, index of 5 is 1. The least number of these two numbers is 1. So write 1 at index position of 5. So that is equal 2 into 9 into 5, that is 9 into 10. So 90. 90 is the GCD of these two numbers 900 and 270. From this example, we can define the LCM and GCD of two numbers. Okay. Look at LCM of the two numbers and GCD of two numbers. In the definition of LCM, first write all the prime numbers. Write all the prime numbers appearing in these two forms. All the prime numbers appearing in these two forms are 2, 3, 5. Okay. Now identify the index of 2 in these two forms. In the first form, index of 2 is 2. In second form, index of 2 is 1. Among these two numbers, the greatest number is 2. So write 2 in this position. Whereas in GCD, first write common prime numbers of these two forms. First common prime numbers of these two forms are 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. These three numbers appear in these two forms. Identify the index of the 2 in two forms. Here the index of 2 is 2. Here index of 2 is 1. Among these two numbers, the least number is 1. So write 1 at the index position of 2. In GCD, we use greatest number. In LCM we use greatest number, and in GCD we use least number. And come to the point number 3. First identify the index of 3 in these two forms. Here the index of 3 in the first form is 2 and index of 3 in second form is 3. Among these two numbers, 3 is the greatest number. So we write 3 at the index position of 3. Whereas in GCD, we use the least number of these two powers. Here the least number of these two powers is 2. So we use 2 at the index position of 3. Then comes to the number 5. In LCM of the numbers, we identify the powers of 5 in these two forms. Among these two powers, 2 is greatest number. So I use 2 at the index position of 5. And among these two numbers, 1 is the least number. So I use 1 in the index position of the 5. In LCM, we take greatest number of the powers, and GCD, we take least numbers of the powers. From these two examples, we define the LCM and GCD of two numbers. Let us see the definition. Now we define LCM of two numbers. Let small a is equal P1 power alpha 1, P2 power alpha 2, P3 power alpha 3, so on, and B is equal P1 power beta 1, P2 power beta 2, P3 power beta 3, so on. The LCM of A comma B is defined as LCM of A comma B is equal P1 power maximum of alpha 1 comma beta 1 into P2 power maximum of alpha 2 comma beta 2 into P3 power maximum of alpha 3 comma beta 3, so on. and GCD of the numbers A comma B is defined as GCD of A comma B is equal to P1 power minimum of alpha 1 comma beta 1 into P2 power minimum of alpha 2 comma beta 2 into P3 power minimum of alpha 3 comma beta 3, so on. This is the definition of LCM of two numbers, and this is the GCD of the two numbers A comma B. Now we discuss an example. Find LCM comma GCD of numbers 12 comma 15 comma 21. Let us see the solution of this problem. First we convert these three numbers into prime factorization form. The number 12, we can write this number in prime factorization form as 2 square into 3, 15. We can write 15 as 3 into 5 in prime factorization form, 21, 3 into 7. This is the prime factorization form of the number 21. Now we define LCM of these three numbers 12, 15, 21. First identify the prime numbers which are appearing in these three forms. Identify the prime numbers which are appearing in these three forms. In these three forms, the numbers 2, 3, 5, 7. These four numbers are appearing. Now observe the index of 2 in these three forms. In the first form, we have 2 square. In second number, there is no 2 in this form. In third form, there is no 2 in the prime factorization form. So, the greatest number of 2 in these three forms is 2. So, write 2 in the index position of 2. And observe the greatest index of 3 in these three forms. In the first form, the index of 3 is 1. In second form, index of 3 is 1. In third form, index of 3 is 1. So the maximum number of index of 3 is 1. Write 1 in the index position of 3. Now observe the indexes of 5 in these three forms. In the first form, there is no 5. In second form, the index of 5 is 1. In third form, there exists no 5 in this form. So the greatest number of 5 in these two forms is 1. So write 1 in the index position of 5. Now again observe the powers of 7 in these three forms. 7 exists only in third form, so its index is 1. So write 1 at the index position of 7. This is the prime factorization of, this is the LCM of the numbers 12, 15, 21. Now we define GCD of these three numbers 12, 15, 21. Now observe the common prime numbers of these two forms. Observe common prime numbers of these two forms. The common number of these two forms is only 3. Now observe the powers of 3 in these three forms. Clearly 1. So minimum value of 1 is 1. So write 1 in the index position of 3. So 3 is the GCD of these three numbers. Students, this is end of this class. In next class, we will discuss some more important points and some more examples on the LCM and GCD of the real numbers. I hope you will get clarity on the definition of the LCM and GCD of the real numbers.